I'm reminded I was preaching in a church in Singapore a number of years ago. As I was preaching the word of God, I didn't know there was a man in the audience who was deaf in both ears. He had some hearing aids in both ears. But as the word of God was coming, the word began to heal him. I didn't even know about it. He listened to the word of God. As I was preaching, God was healing him. When we finished preaching, he had to pull off those ear because it became too loud, almost blew off his eardrums. Put them off. And that's how he left the service that day, hearing perfectly well. No more need for hearing aids. Why? He heard the word of God. This word is not the word of a man, it's the word of God. Do you know it's by this same word God made the heavens and the earth? Bible says in the beginning, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God spoke words, and the earth was formed. The skies, the vegetations, the forests, the seas, sea creatures, God formed them by speaking. How powerful God is. So when we come to church like this, it's not just the pastor speaking. No, God is speaking through the pastor. And that word spoken by God to the pastor is powerful enough from God, if you believe it, to be healed by that word, to be delivered by that word. It doesn't matter what is wrong in your life. This word is powerful enough to settle it. No matter what's going wrong, this word has enough power to settle it. This word has dynamic power. This word has limitless divine energy that will settle cases that are hard and difficult. I remember I was preaching in a church years ago, and one lady was invited to come to the service. Let me say what I want to say before I explain that. When you invite folks to come to the service on Sunday, when God bless them, they will thank you. They will say, "Thank you, because of you, I was there and see what God did in my life." So those you invite, they're going to say, "Thank you for inviting me," because of what God will do in their life. So this lady, she was a Muslim. She was invited to this service. It was in Warri, Nigeria. I went to preach there. And it was an all-night service. So I began to preach. God told me that there was somebody there who was attacked in their dream. And from that dream attack, their lives have not been the same since then. It was delivering them at that spot. I just spoke those words. The power of God fell. The power of God fell upon her where she was, and she fell down by the power of God. She was in the audience. I didn't even go to her. So as she stood up and came to the altar, I asked her, "Tell me, what happened to you?" She said she's a Muslim, not even a Christian. Somebody asked her to come to the service. Her first time in that church was that day. 7 years before that time, she had a dream. In the dream, evil spirits struck her, and she has been terribly sick since that time for 7 years non-stop. But when God spoke that word, God touched her, and that disease disappeared on the spot. She was shocked. She gave her life to Jesus. Guess what? The person who invited her, do you think she will thank the person or no? Won't she thank the person who invited her to that service that day? She will thank the person because she got that miracle free of charge from Jesus. What doctors couldn't do, he just did for her just like that. When you invite folks to this service on Sunday, they will thank you because God will do wonders in their lives. Say amen to that.